How do there, guys, and welcome back to Edgar TV, where today we're going to look at this golf dartboard by Bulls. Now, if you've followed Edgar TV for a while, you may have remembered a year ago I actually did a snooker dartboard, which is the same sort of thing, a novelty based dartboard. If you want to see that one, type in the search bar like I have done there, Edgar TV snooker darts. I'll also put the video on the end screen if you haven't seen that and you'd like to have a look at that. But obviously there's a couple of novelty dartboards and I've managed to get my hands on another one of those, which is the golf dartboard. Let's take a look at this in terms of a picture first of all. So the golf dartboard here, you'll see, interesting layout. Now it took me a little bit of time to sort of get used to and understand sort of the game, and you'll see down the side here I've got all the different things what the colours represent, so I'll go through those quickly for you. So this is where you're going to tee off. You're going to start off here on the dark green zone. Some of these are different pars and it depends on the hole. So you'll see here this is quite a long hole, hole number 1, and it's sort of curving round, so obviously this is a bigger par, so you need to take a shot here, then a shot in there before you can shoot at the hole. Where a hole such as hole 2, smaller hole, and you can get a direct shot into the hole itself. The hole is the red circle, like the bullseye on each one of these numbers. You've got the bullseye shot. Here is like the putting green. So this dark green circle here on all of these, you'll see around the outside, all of these are like the putting green. So if you land on here, instead of having to get the little bullseye, it means you get a shot at this big one, the big bullseye in the middle, because obviously you're a lot closer and you just put in, you're not trying to take a shot as such, so you can have a big go at that one. The yellow is your sand. I'll tell you what that does in a second and the rules of that. And this blue one is your water. So we've got water, we've got sand, sometimes we've got water and sand, sometimes we've got bigger par shots, sometimes we've got smaller par shots. So that's the board sort of in the layout and what that does. So if we have a look at the board itself, we'll look at hole number 1 to begin with. So like I said in that last bit, you've got to start on the dark green area. You throw a dart in there, a dart in the next section, then you can shoot. So then you can shoot for the ball. If you get the ball, you get the hole. It's 3, so you're 1 under par. If you get it on the green, you get to have a shot at the big ball for your putt. And obviously that's much easier. Look at the size of the bullseye. Very nice and big there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. These sort of holes, they're classed as par 3s, so it's 1, 2, 3, although you can go 1, 2, so you can go 1 under par on that one. So you'll get a list with your explanation and with your rules and everything, which will tell you what the holes and what the pars are for each one of those holes, but I think it'd be easier if I just give you a little demonstration. So here we go with your demonstration. I'll start on hole number 1, as you can see here, and this is a 4 par hole, which means you've got to hit all those sections first, but obviously I've done it 1 under par, banged it in the bullseye there, great dart. This one, less of a course, so you can go straight for the bullseye after you hit on that green, so there's no second section there. If you get inside that green there, the put in, you get to go at that big red section in the middle, and that is a par shot of 3. Like I said, you can get the instructions on what is a par and what's not a par and how many shots it takes to get around each one of these holes. I'm just checking here to make sure I can go for the red, and then I ping it just like that. Nice and easy game. It's actually not. Feels really weird, you know, if you think about some of the sections you're throwing at. When I'm throwing here, I'm probably throwing like a small 2, small 15, something you wouldn't normally throw at. So I wouldn't say this is exactly a training aid, it's more just a fun alternative. So you're throwing darts at targets, but as you can see, I'm hitting the targets. Flying in. Is in the sand there. If you remember what the sand is, it means I've got to step back, so you throw from a bit further. It makes it a bit trickier. The sand, obviously, if you think about it in golf, it's harder to hit that shot out because the ball is stuck in the sand, it slows it down, so that's why you stand a bit further back with that one. I'd probably, if I was making this game, come up with something slightly different to that, but that's the rules of the game. Maybe you could think of something yourself and make those sort of adaptations, but as you can see, I'm absolutely flying around. Zach's just explaining to someone there what I'm actually doing, because they're going, what on earth have you just come in and stuck on the wall here? That thing's crazy. That's not a dartboard, but it is. One of the downsides of this though is you can't turn it, obviously. with a normal dartboard, you'll wear it once you've wore it out a little bit, you'll turn it. With this, you don't get that luxury of doing so because everything's in its position. So it's only a single life board, which maybe for the £52 this costs could have come up with something slightly different for it. In the putter there, nice round here. I mean, I am making this look easier than it is. This was hard. This was a tough game. On hole 9 now. Needs to putt. And there we go, puts it in the red. Job's a good un. And like I said, the board is about £52 plus postage. You can get it currently on Amazon, $69.99. This is somewhere they're actually in stock. A lot of these outlets don't have these actually in stock at the moment. Novelty dartboard. Like I say, it's not really a training aid, just something to have a little fun game with if you want to have a game with your friends, or you just want to do something a little bit different with your phone and your darts. But there's 11 in stock available at the moment on Amazon if that was something that you was interested in having a go at yourself. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do hit a like on this video. There's a thumbs up button just underneath the screen there, and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed as of yet. Also, go check out my snooker dartboard video. I'll put the link to that in the description, and I'll also link this link where you can actually get these boards available at the moment as well in the description below. Catch you soon for another video, guys. Edgar TV.